and I am also Frugal Vagabond, and Steve is,
Third Rock Vagabond.
and we are on the Royal Caribbean 9-month Ultimate World Cruise.
Yes, we are.
And I'm going to give it a minute for people to join. But what we're going to talk about today, first of all, questions.
Mm-hmm.
If anybody has questions, please ask. That makes it go a little better usually. I'm going to be going over the cruise compass, talk about what kind of stuff there is to do when you're in the middle of the North Sea. Hi, Katie. Hi, Steph. Hi, Jack. Hi, Tony.
Hello, hello, hello.
And I'm going to talk about some other stuff. There was a video I saw a few days ago. A woman asked, why do people like to cruise? Because to her, it seems like being in a prison that's rather like an Applebee's.
Yeah.
And I don't see it that way, obviously.
No.
Hi, Tony. Hi, Linda. Hi, Warren. Hi, Tooney. Nice to see you all.
Yeah.
Thanks, everyone, for joining.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad y'all are here.
So we are on the Royal Caribbean 9-month Ultimate World Cruise right
it's
now.
Brett. Hey, Brett. How you doing?
Hi, Warren. Thank you for all the love.
Yes, we appreciate it very much. Glad you're here with us.
The view today.
North Sea.
North Sea.
We just passed the northern end of Scotland.
We did.
Yeah.
He's paying attention to that stuff.
Yeah. It's one of the things I like to do.
Anyway, so today was a sea day.
Yes, it was.
And
is still.
Is still.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of wanted to go over the cruise compass to talk about, what kind of stuff there's. The cruise compass, the activities always look like this. It doesn't matter what the day is. It's always full of stuff.
Stuff it is.
So there is in the cruise compass, there is a good to know section. So that's just general information stuff.
Yeah.
Things to do, destination talk at the Tropical Theater, open play in the card room, what's going on in the casino, in this case, Texas Hold'em poker tournament, which I did not know about because I didn't read this part.
And since we were at sea, the casino opened early.
Yes, like at 8 o'clock this morning. So, not that we were there at 8 o'clock. We went to breakfast.
Breakfast. We got there, what was about 10?
Oh, to the casino, you mean?
Yeah, 9:30, 10, somewhere in there.
So we were at the casino last night, too, and I wanted to mention this because it was really cute and really funny. There was a couple who had been watching our videos, and they joined the cruise in Amsterdam. So they came over to say hello, introduce themselves, very nice people. Hi, Lynn. And I travel as a third-generation cruiser.
Glad y'all are here.
Glad you made it.
G'day.
So anyway, they were very nice, but the gentleman made a comment that Steve looks like he's being dragged into this, like he wishes he was somewhere else.
Get that little note, help me.
Hi, Dave. We're in the North Sea.
Yes.
We just passed Scotland, I guess.
Yeah, that's last I looked. We were coming up on the northern tip of it.
Anyway, so I have to have Steve in these because he's funnier than I am by a pretty wide margin. But could you do a little to make it seem less painful?
I don't think it's painful. I'm just being goofy.
All right. Anyway, thanks everyone for joining.
Plus a little joy juice helps.
I'm drinking water.
I am too. It's ice.
Anyway, we had kind of a relaxing day. We did go out and do some stuff. We went to we met some friends. Anyway,
blips in and out. Okay.
The YouTube feed keeps dropping for some strange reason. But
yes, we need to talk to Elon.
Yeah. Wellness and retail therapy. So this is all the stuff that's going on in the spa and at the shops area. There's sales and stuff like that.
Retail therapy.
Yes, that's what it's called.
Buy stuff that makes you happy.
The entertainment section is the biggest. That is all of this here and all of this up here, and it's literally goes
chronological, first thing in the morning.
Yeah, from first thing in the morning. So pickleball, that's the first thing on the list, and the last thing, club experience with DJ Elena in the Vortex. So lots and lots of stuff going on, and then they have a separate section where they're talking about which musicians. So there's a classical guitarist. Is he still here?
No. The original gentleman left. What they had a new lady here for a little bit. I haven't seen her in in a
Okay.
bit. May
So
just be they haven't been down
there's
there.
a
at that
string
right time.
trio.
String trio. They've
They're
been
in
with
the
us
Central a lot.
the whole time, and they're wonderful.
All of the musicians are really good.
Yeah, they are.
And it's So the string trio. There's the Caribbean duo. Dance
Caribbean
music
duo.
group.
They've been with us from the
DJs.
beginning. When the gentleman plays the keyboards and the lady sings, they're very wonderful. They play up at the pool quite a bit when it's nice and warm out there. Like not today.
Anyway, I'll just let that go. If you just don't answer that. So that's all we've got for the cruise compass. If you guys have any questions about it, hi from Regina. I'm back. Good to see you.
Hey.
Really enjoyed having you on the cruise with us, even though I only got to see you a couple times.
Yes, happy Tuesday.
But I'm glad you made it. I'm assuming that you had a great time. So, one of the tough things about doing this cruise in particular is that everything runs together. We were having a conversation with our friends about this morning.
Yeah.
And if I wasn't keeping a journal, I would not be able to differentiate what we did in different places at different times, especially once we got into Europe. Journaling has been super important to me, just to kind of so that I can retain it in my long-term memory. You know what I mean? So as I'm doing it, I'm creating memories, but I'm also securing those memories by writing about it later.
I use my iPhone because when we take pictures, I go back in there and I search on the map. It shows you where the photos were taken, and that was in Italy. That was at Rome. You know, of course, it can be hard to forget Rome, right?
Right.
But all those smaller places we've been that were so beautiful. It's so easy to go in there and find the pictures on the map, and bang, there you are.
I see we're still getting new joiners. Thank you, everybody.
Glad y'all are here.
Welcome. In case you didn't know, we're on the 9-month Ultimate World Cruise.
Royal Caribbean.
So the other thing is that we're down to like 20 days, 21 days.
Yeah, it's winding down.
How many? 22? I don't remember.
About 21, I think.
I wrote it on my board this morning, but I don't remember right now.
Yeah.
Hi, Amy. I don't want to go. There's kind of been this, I feel this way. I don't know about you, but I really want to get together with everybody, like that one last time.
Yeah.
And hang out with our friends and just spend time with them before we all go our separate ways.
Yep.
And I really hope most of them are lifetime friends. I think that's the way it's going to work out. And along that same thought, there was a woman who wrote. Oh, the one who wrote about, the prison ship Applebee's. She thinks the reason why people love cruising is because we've gotten away. One less Yahoo, exactly. Is that at least in the United States, we've kind of gotten away from close personal friendships with people because we're all spread out in suburbia.
Yeah.
And that in places where you have communities where you can go shopping and see each other, and get together fairly quickly with your neighbors. I don't even know what that is. Anyway, she thinks that's why, that we're kind of disaffected and separated and isolated things. So I don't know if that's true. I will say that it's much easier to make friends on a cruise ship.
Yeah.
Probably not so much the shorter ones,
especially,
but the longer ones.
I was going to say that the long ones, especially like this, because you're in a confined area, so to say. It's the ship's 1,000 feet long, and I can't remember how wide she is, but you'll see people. But there again, we're still kind of meeting people that have been on since Miami that we haven't ever really talked to.
Yeah,
we'll see them. We'll say good morning and hello and greet them. But we just haven't really sat and chatted with them and things like that.
And especially for the Asia segment, and most recently when we started hitting Europe, we've had so few sea days that nobody's really had the time. Everybody's been really busy either trying to plan what they're going to do next, do all of the things there is to do in port, and then just get a little rest at the end. So if you guys have any questions about the Ultimate World Cruise, feel please feel free to ask.
Yeah.
We'd love to hear from you. It actually makes these go a little easier for us.
Yeah, because we know y'all have questions. We have answers. Sometimes they're only half baked, but we do have some.
So, what do you think is one of the great things about cruising?
It's relaxing. We've traveled so much by air that dealing with getting to the airport, going through the airport, security, finding your gate, dealing with all the other passengers in the terminals that are trying to get to their connections. It's a crazy time, and the ship is nice. It's a leisurely trip from point A to point B. Obviously, you can't go to the interior of a country.
Yeah,
but
that is somewhat limiting.
It is limiting on that aspect, but
So,
it's still nice.
Anna's asking, how was Amsterdam once you finally got there? Were the people welcome to tourists?
Yes,
they were.
They were very welcome. Once we got past that lock where the 6 people were,
everybody was super nice. And in fact, when we were leaving, because it's like a 3-hour process to get through the locks.
Yeah.
And so, you go a little ways and then you have to stop. The water has to equalize before the next one opens. At every place that we slowed down, well, we weren't going very fast anyway, but all throughout that 3-hour time frame, there were groups of people just standing on the side, standing on the banks, waving at us, and saying hello.
Okay, what one or two advice?
So it was fabulous.
Would you share for those of us who have a world cruise on
the to-do list?
On the to-do list.
Okay, so Lynn, I would say get comfortable with booking excursions through third parties like Viator. I know there's or Get Your Guide.
Yeah. Look at the different ones.
They're largely reliable and way less expensive than what you can do.
Yeah. Because early on, last year when they first started putting the excursions into the system, we started booking a bunch of them then. And as we got on the first segment, we got to realizing there was a couple that you didn't really want to do anymore.
Yeah,
and
the panoramic ones.
The panoramas, because you pretty much just stay in a bus the whole time, drive around, look at stuff. There it goes.
Which is probably okay for some people, especially if they have mobility issues. But that's not what we wanted to experience. So, I would also say, really think about how many clothes you're taking, because we brought way too many, and so that's going to be a drag.
Yeah.
And then the other big thing, I guess, don't be afraid to, as for an example, we had 6 stops in Italy and 6 stops in Norway. If you've been to these places before, don't be afraid to schedule an independent journey and go somewhere else instead. One of our friends has been doing that, and What is the date of your New York stop?
Do you have that piece of paper?
I don't have that in front of me, but and why don't you get the
I'll go get
temperature?
that. Here, I'll go get that.
Okay.
I got that for you. It's right. I'm showing 56 right now.
So 56 Fahrenheit is what Steve says. That's the temperature. Travel says, I was surprised how welcoming the UWC Seers were when they joined in May, considering you'd all been cruising together for months before then. Yeah, I think we get a bad rap.
New York, September 3rd.
September 3rd. That's when we're going to be in New York. Yep, you got it right. 3rd September. So, I don't know. I guess we're not all very nice, I guess, but we got a fairly bad reputation early on about people being mean to some of the people who were on the ship because they weren't doing the whole trip, and that's just dumb.
Yeah.
Hopefully all those people are gone by now.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay, so current located temperature, we got that about 56, 55.
Yeah. Juliana says she lives near where the cruise ship stopped, so that's cool.
Oh, nice.
One of the last time we did a live, somebody said that they were going to be using a drone. Was it Amsterdam or was it New York?
It was New York.
I think it was New York. Yeah. So apparently they have a drone and they live near there too, and they were going to.
Careful. Yeah.
Video.
I'm not too sure about ports liking drones either. They're kind of like airports, you know. Be careful.
Recording us as I come.
Of course,
there
aren't ships flying around, but
it'll be fun.
Yeah.
Okay, so back to the what's so great about cruising.
What's so great about it? Of course, we talked about the leisurely travel from point A to point B.
The great thing about it is it's not flying.
Yeah, as much as we do enjoy flying, you can't always get into those bigger seats up front. So the smaller seats in the back, especially if you're flying long distance. Overseas flights gets pretty cramped. in the main cabin. So,
Yep.
and on this, you got bars.
I really like
Yeah.
not having to unpack and repack. If I,
That's true. That's true.
Cruises in general stop at more than one location, right? So you're doing 3 or 4 different places and not having to unpack, pack, and arrange travel to get there.
I look to see if I recognize any. Well, thanks, Juliana. We appreciate that.
So what else? It is actually easier to make friends on a cruise ship because
Yeah.
you are kind of stuck with some people.
Amy says it: unpack once, see the world.
Yep,
That's
exactly.
pretty much it.
What are your hobbies and interests outside of cruising?
Since we just retired right before the cruise, we're still looking at a few things. I know Leah's got some things that she's planning on doing.
I have like 800 things that I do in my free free time I have.
I have maybe 1 or 2.
So I'm
and I catch a lot of flack for it too.
Jen and Amy. I think I mentioned before on what live you were on that I'm working on a book.
Yep.
So there's also this perception that everybody who's on the world cruise is ridiculously wealthy, and
not true.
I'm sure there are some people. Well, actually, I know there are some people who are very wealthy, but most of the people who are on here are not. They're just people who prioritize travel and experiences and adventure.
Yep.
So I interviewed a bunch of them and kind of got their feedback, and I'm putting that into a book. And so it's basically about how people handle their personal finances.
Yeah.
In order to do something like this, what does it take?
Yeah.
What is the ideal length of a cruise? So I'm fine with the 9 months, but
I'm okay too.
I've heard a lot of people saying 6 months was about right for them. Like
right
at
about the
6
month
mark,
mark,
they were done.
Everybody started getting a little edgy.
Hi, Candace.
Well, hello.
So other than writing, I'm also yeah, gosh, what am I not doing? I don't know.
I'm glad you're here, Candace.
We'll be on the lookout for that book. Sounds amazing. Yes. Once I get a title for it, you'll know I'll be posting it.
Yeah.
I do have it outlined. I just wish I had more time to write. Now that we actually have sea days, hopefully I'll have more time to write.
Yeah. Now, and there again, talking about affording it, cruises you can book them well in advance and pay installment payments on it.
Oh.
So that's one thing you can do. That's one way to manage it. Instead of having one huge chunk to pay out, you can nibble away at it.
So this is one of the great things about. Hi, Archie. One of the great things about the World Cruise is when they let people know about it, they had like a year and a half to actually pay for it.
2 year and a half, yeah.
Or 2 years to a year and a half.
Yeah.
And also, if you had paid by January, the January before the cruise started, you got 10%. You got a 10% discount, which on a cruise of this length is huge.
It's a huge chunk.
So most people paid it off over time. Now we were very late to the game. We didn't find out about it until
finding out about it early on is just a matter of me saying yes, let's do it.
Yeah, that's true too.
So that took a little bit, and once we decided to make the jump, then we went ahead and pulled it all together because we were late. Like Leo said, we were late.
So we kind of had to scramble to get everything together. Yeah. But yeah, if there's another one, I know we'll find out about it because now we're on the mailing list, and we will have time to do that. So Lynn's asking if I'm going to continue on YouTube after the UWC. Yes, I am. I have a blog that I have not updated since I got here, but my key 3 things that I like to talk about. Well, 4 things: project management, personal finances, travel, and early retirement. So because we're in the middle of the cruise and there's so much travel related stuff just in our lives, it's been the content has been heavily travel for a while. But when the world cruise is over, I will be continuing on both TikTok and YouTube. The content will switch a little bit up to, I'll still have the travel stuff. Because I have so much footage and I haven't made videos of all the places that we've been. So that's going to be key. Every week I'll be putting together longer stuff. And then and I'll be interspersing other content with personal finance stuff and talking about early retirement.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey,
Thanks, Archie. Have a wonderful weekend, my friend. Thank you very much. I hope you do too.
we have not met the people staying in the Royal Suite. In
No.
fact, we're just down the hall from them, and I
Yeah,
never see anybody.
We see
going in
people.
there.
We see people going in and out, and
I
I think
don't.
that the last one, yeah, there's just people go in and out of it here every now and then. But I don't, they change kind of every sailing because those are really expensive, and they I don't think they had them filled the whole time for the World Cruise.
That's possible, I suppose.
So
Asian says hello from Houston, Texas.
hello, Houston.
Really, hello. That's where we're at, right? Well, that's where we live when we're home. We are on the North. We are in the North Sea.
Yes.
We are on a cruise ship right now.
Yes, we are.
And we are. Oh, you said we just passed Scotland?
Yeah, the northern tip of Scotland. We're just passing a little bit earlier, so making our way over to Reykjavik.
It seems a lot of the world cruisers prefer sea days to ports. Is that the case? Only because there has been a lack of port days, or sorry, a lack of sea days lately. So it's a pendulum swing, right? Port days are better, but we're all really tired.
Yeah. So travels of a third generation cruiser. If we had it all to do over again, will we pick a different room, same room, different deck type midship port app?
It is very chilly, yes.
I don't know. I think we did pretty good.
I think we did okay. Well, this is our second room, by the way. We moved rooms.
Yeah.
We didn't have to. We chose to. We got an opportunity to move into a junior suite because of the noise complaints. Because there's a few rooms that are right underneath the windjammer and are very loud when they're doing food prep and things like that.
Yeah.
It doesn't bother me. It's never once woken me up, but I'm also a really heavy sleeper. So it depends on how well you sleep at night, I guess. But we actually priced the junior suites and
from the beginning.
From the beginning, and we couldn't afford it.
It was way out of the price range.
It was way out of our price range. It would have been nice.
Yeah, we started out in just a regular balcony room, which was fantastic.
Yep.
But then we had the opportunity to move to a bigger room. So we took that option because it was a decent price. They gave us a decent price on it. Port stop canceled and rerouted to Cape. It happens.
So Roxy is hoping they cancel Newfoundland, our Newfoundland stop, and go to Cape Breton instead.
If you could request one change for next World Cruise, what would it be?
Longer in each port.
Yeah, it's kind of a dual point on the answer. Is one, fewer stops, two, longer time in each port.
Yeah.
So that would really make it, and that there's a lot of us that have talked about that and agreed on the same thing.
Yeah. It's just not long enough.
Yeah, you have max sometimes of 8 hours on average, roughly, right? 6 to 8 hours per port episode.
Because we're there in the morning and we leave in the late afternoon.
Sometimes we'll get to stay overnight. Well, they changed our itinerary coming out of Norway. We skipped the last Norway stop, and they were trying to make it to Amsterdam. Sorry, Amsterdam the night before. Early in the afternoon. But once we got held up at the lock, then we had to wait out in the anchorage for a couple of hours before they got everything set for us to go through. So.
And most people, the reason why we like the sea days better at this point, like I said, because it finally gave people a chance to rest. But also it was irritating that we had to miss a spot that lots of people were looking forward to going in order to do that.
Yeah, Roxy's talking about Nova Scotia.
Yeah. we'll go to Nova Scotia on the next one. I bet it'll be on the next one.
Possibly. Very possible. Oh, what else?
Is this 1 or 2 weeks cruise vacation? This is 9 months.
9 months.
And we have around 3 weeks left of the 9 months.
Yep.
So we started on this ship last December
10th.
10th.
December the 10th. Last year we started. And it's been fantastic.
Lynn says 93 degrees here in Orange County, Southern California.
Oh. 73. I remember 73. 93 here on the ship. Different place we're on. So yeah, this is nice.
So
have you convinced her into going?
Amy says, Steve, have you convinced her into going on an Alaskan cruise yet? So we've talked about that.
We have talked about it.
So Amy, I don't know if you know this, but I grew up in Alaska, so I've seen all that stuff. We're planning on going at some point.
Yeah, we are.
Whether it's a cruise, I don't know.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. How it flows into our other things we're trying to do.
Yeah.
Yep.
We will go back, or I will go back.
Say hi to Lynn. I'm in San Diego area. Hi, Lynn. Let's see. Okay, so been there, done it. Yep. Overnights are good.
Hold on.
2
What are you
days.
looking forward to the most when you get home?
Seeing family, seeing the dog.
Yes, the dog and the family.
Yeah.
Which luckily, same.
See if we can be on solid ground for more than 10 hours, 12 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember hearing about this phenomenon when we first started. There was somebody who was watching the shows, and she was like, she got land sickness. So she had gone on like a 5-day cruise. And when she got off the cruise, it was lack of motion. I don't know how you'd even put it, lack of motion sickness. Yes, we did a ton of ports in Asia on this cruise.
So
overnights are good. 2 days to look around, yes, and sometimes in my case an extra day to catch up. So that's another thing. One of the reasons why the overnights are so great is because a lot of the cities that we're visiting really come alive at night.
Yes, and absolutely.
And the really great things to see.
Yeah. See the city's all lit up
after it's dark.
Yeah, that's really what's neat about it. And they're going to be able to enjoy the evening culture in the locations.
Yeah. So anyway, back to the land sickness. Apparently it's kind of common, and luckily we haven't been affected by it.
But the land sickness?
Land sickness.
I did Ushuaia.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, you remember that?
Oh yeah, you were.
Yeah. Ushuaia. We had just come back from Antarctica, coming up into Chile, and Ushuaia is where we stopped. And we were walking around with another friend of ours, and I just started feeling bad. Had to stop and get something to eat. And you should have seen that French toast. Oh my God! It was death on top of toast.
So far, I haven't had a problem with it, but I guess it can randomly happen to anybody at any time.
That was the only time I've experienced it.
Yeah.
So.
Roxy says 36 with humidity here in Cape Breton, around 95F. Come visit.
36C, yeah. We're ready to get back to normal weather.
This is kind of chilly.
It is. But I did see people at the pool a while ago.
He's wearing his. Were that in the pool? Are you kidding me?
There was one guy who was out there trying to get sun.
Okay. Okay. That made me cold just talking.
I like sitting by the pool, but not today. Let's see. I just feel like the floor was moving every now and then. Yeah, we were, like I said, we were walking, and Ushuaia is you're either going up like this or you're going down like this. So we got to walking uphill, and I was it just got bad,
I've forgotten all about that.
Little woozy kind of thing going on.
So other things that are great about cruising, it's kind of like staying in an all-inclusive resort.
It is, and that's really what it is. It's floating resort
with optional add-ons, right? So there's the specialty restaurants. If you're familiar with cruising, cost more, but there's plenty of free options or free included options of places to eat on the ship.
Yep.
There's it's like being in a resort.
Yeah.
Yep. What else? Do you mean mal de debarquement syndrome, where you feel like you're moving on the ocean, but on land? Yes.
Whatever you want to call it, I have no clue. But all we know is this hurt is called land sickness, as opposed to seasickness.
Well,
so
I don't. It could be that.
Yeah, it could be. Like I said, I don't know the medical term. I'm not a doctor, but I did sleep in I didn't sleep in a Holiday Inn Express last night. So I don't.
You slept on Serenade of the Seas last night.
Yes.
Where are you from in the States? We're in Texas right now.
Yep. Not right now.
Sure.
But that's home of record, as it were.
Yes. So what else is great?
Oh wow, meeting the people that we've gotten to meet. Yes. That's really been fantastic. So a lot of people we never would have met, never would have crossed paths with. gotten the chance to get to know instead of just, oh, hey, nice to meet you, boom, boom, then you're gone. It's pretty neat. A lot of good
Thank
people.
you, Mary.
A lot of good people. Number one gifter badge. Ooh, cool.
Much appreciated.
Yeah, thank you very much. And yes, it's the same name. Cities look much calmer. Yes, they are much calmer.
And
Very much calmer.
We're actually moving pretty fast for,
Mm-hmm,
I mean, around 20 knots, I think is what the captain said.
Hi, Candace. Hi, everything. Enjoying your trip? Yes, we're enjoying it, and we hope to mean that you're enjoying it, following us, and that makes us happy.
Yeah,
we really like that. Glad y'all are here sharing it with us.
That's actually been kind of an amazing part.
Yeah,
a lot of people who do social media, especially like TikTok and YouTube, when they're doing videos, people go for years sometimes with like no followers and nobody able to find them. So that's been one really nice thing is there's been so much hype about this, and it's because it's unusual and different.
Yes, we are Asian Silk Prince.
Thank you. Anyway, so yeah, it's been nice that we've been able to share this with people.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it wouldn't matter if it was just family and friends, but it's nice that we get to share this with a larger group of people. I've had a lot of people say about how they appreciate getting to see places because they don't feel like they can travel or for financial reasons.
Yeah.
We love your lives, good stuff, and you don't have to edit.
Thank you, Jen and Amy.
My toes are freezing. I'm wearing flip flops outside.
Yeah, so am I.
My toes are starting to go a little numb.
It happens.
It does.
Excuse me. I was going to say something a minute ago.
Did you forget what it was?
I forgot what it was. Still hot in Texas now. Yeah. It's Texas, so it'll be hot until about January, and then we'll have our 2 weeks of winter in January, February, and of course they're never consecutive days. So the way it goes.
And Bobby and Tam.
Hey, Bobby and Tam. Yeah, Bobby and Tam. Yep.
So,
good people.
Are you starting to get melancholy with cruise ending?
A little.
I don't want to get off this ship.
No.
But all good things must come to an end at some point.
That's what makes them so great. You enjoy it while you're doing it, and
we'll get to do it again. So, in fact, we have booked our next cruise, but I'm not going to say where because I don't want the price to jump because we're still waiting for some other people to sign up.
Yeah.
So, how many of you are familiar with the cruise ducks? So, I showed up. The last cruise we did together, we bought ducks and had a lot of fun hiding them. And I bought 100 of these, and I think I still have 75 or probably 75. So I didn't get a chance to hide them today, but I think tomorrow they're going to be out and about. What's going on there with your microphone?
It looked like I was hiding behind my collar.
Anyway, so I'm going to try and record some of the finds on these. I try to, when I do film it, I try to not get people's faces because, I haven't asked them if they want to be in a video, but I do like recording when people find them. So Disney Cruise Line has banned the ducks. Not sure why. We love them. Yeah, I think because I think I heard that they were a hazard, or they felt they were a hazard, or something. Yeah. I don't know why I don't know why. I guess I shouldn't guess.
They could have even caught people tossing them over the ship. Just watch them float out there, and see where they end up. Who knows?
Are any of the people with you now going with you on your next cruise? So not yet, but we have talked to a couple folks about the one we are doing next, and they are thinking about it.
Yeah.
Are you fishing? No,
we haven't. There have been some other guys that have.
Yeah.
So, but we're not. We're not big fisher people. So
we're on a world cruise.
I like to find a good fish in a restaurant. That's me.
And preferably one that doesn't have flies on it.
Oh my gosh, yes. That's another story.
Yeah, just a cruise. It's a 9-month world cruise.
Ultimate world cruise.
Ultimate world cruise.
Yes.
And we are currently in the North Sea. We just passed Scotland, and we are on our way to Reykjavik.
Indeed, we are.
Tap and share. I don't know what that means, Mom's Travel Team. I may have missed something above. Love the ducks. Okay.
Yeah, it is nice. We're having a great time.
You talk to family and friends and are going on the next world
Yes.
cruise. On the next world cruise.
Oh, what world cruise?
I wouldn't pressure anybody, or I'm certainly gonna when they do decide to do another one, I will certainly share that information with family and friends.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But I don't know that any of them would want to.
Yeah, some might. It depends on how they are,
And
where they are at that point in
yeah,
their time, their life.
It's not just about the money, though. It's also
No.
about the time.
Yeah.
Because 6 months, even if it's 6 months. Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Okay. And then also,
Thank you,
Travel
Mom's Travel
says
Team.
without revealing too much, the next cruise cross paths with Over the World Cruise itinerary of somewhere different.
We haven't heard yet. Without.
No,
oh,
the
okay,
next
sorry.
one, the next
sorry.
one that we're taking.
Oh, yes, it does. Sorry.
Yeah. It does. Then again, with this, we've gone to quite a few places, so
It's going to be hard to. I mean, not to overlap.
Yeah.
But that's okay because again, we did not get to spend enough time in each of those places. So
that is true.
this is a chance to do something different than we did before when we were there, and get to see
Or
a little more of the city.
some of the places we may have had one of the Royal Cruise excursions, and we didn't get to see a lot of the other stuff. Like we were on a panoramic tour and just kind of drove around the town and went back to the ship. So do something different, man. Have fun.
Yes.
Yeah. Good questions. Good questions. Last one. Go to Nova Scotia.
Right, because we didn't go there.
We
And
haven't.
we
haven't
haven't.
passed it yet.
And it's not in the.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
No, it's not. Now, there again, like Roxy said, sometimes they cancel going to was it St. John's?
Yeah.
I think it was, and then she said end up going over to their place. So we'll see.
Yeah.
We have skipped ports. So
Jen and Amy said, "Do you plan to visit Petra, Jordan, Egypt?"
oh,
yes. So
oh yes, we do.
when we do the next cruise, we won't necessarily be close to there.
No,
but we are thinking about booking a second one in the Mediterranean to hit some of the places that we missed.
Hit some of the Eastern Med that we can get to.
And if we do that, I will definitely be making a plan to visit Petra because that's the one thing that I'm still really upset about that we missed out on.
Yeah, yeah. It was a bummer. Big time bummer.
And there's a couple people who did independent journeys. They managed to do that. Oh, and Madagascar. That's another one. We missed that one completely as well because of weather. So, I don't know that.
Well, it was Tenderport.
Oh yeah.
So that was the problem. That storm had just
we probably
come from the south north across Madagascar, and we were supposed to be docking, or not docking, but anchoring and doing tender operations off the north side of Madagascar, and the water was just too rough.
Yeah.
So going from a ship to a little boat that's bobbing in the water.
Well, they actually had. I think there was not a hurricane, but a tropical storm or something that was about to hit the island. So.
Cyclones, whatever they want to call it. It was
and
rain, wind, rough seas.
Amy's asking about Machu Picchu.
It'd be nice. I'd love to go see it. Leah's been there. I'd love to go see it. That's still kind of a big trip too. So, and we're still talking about Antarctica. Actually going to Antarctica.
So Antarctica, yes. Machu Picchu, maybe. Because that's definitely a flight. I mean, because it's too far away from the coast to be a real cruise ship stop. Remember
Machu Picchu?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had to fly in. Yeah. So it wouldn't be part of a cruise, but we may go back. We'll see.
Yeah.
Cusco was really nice.
It was. I liked Cusco.
And it was really different from the last time I was there. Last time I was there, it was just completely overrun with small children begging and clinging to you, and it was really weird.
Yep.
There was less of that this time. Mostly people trying to sell stuff.
Yeah.
Which is legit.
Yeah, they're trying to make some money to put food on the table. So.
Yep. So after, I guess when we get home, I'm going to start putting myself on, watch lists for price drops in the Antarctica cruises. Hi, Natalie.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hello.
Sea days. Enjoy.
Yep.
Glad you finally got to Amsterdam. Yes.
Yep.
Thanks, Flamingo Lady. What ship is this? This is the Serenade of the Seas.
Mm-hmm.
We are currently in the North Sea, and this is the Royal Caribbean 9-month Ultimate World Cruise.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're talking about. If you
Yep.
have any questions, feel free to type them in there. You both have traveled a lot even before the World Cruise. How many countries have you checked off?
Well,
I added mine up a while ago.
yeah.
And I think I'm in the high 70s or low 80s.
I'm definitely less than that. I haven't hit as many countries as Leah's had chance to. So, but it's still enjoying it.
We're not where Brandy and
enjoying it.
Anthony are because they're like in the 90s now.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, Tam and Bobby also. It was a while back that they said they had hit their 100th.
Hold on to this
country.
What do you see? An island right there. I think we're cutting through.
Where we? Oh, he has to go turn on the TV to see what it says about where we are. And now he can't find the remote. Steve? He couldn't find it. Somehow that was my fault. Anyway, so apparently we have a landmass coming up on the side of the ship, so he's got to check out what it is. I will say, I wish we had had the opportunity to see more marine life. When we were around Antarctica, there were whales. Not a whole lot, though, and I think there's only one time, well, a couple of times where there were pods of whales. But we only saw them for like a second or two. Penguins, we missed out on the penguins for a while. We eventually did get to see those. I don't know what he's doing. Give my mama a big hug. Who's your mama, Shar? Hi, Sunshine. So yeah, Tam and Bobby have done they've been to a lot of different countries.
Yeah, they have. So what I was looking at is we are passing through the northern tip of Scotland, and there's some islands up just off the north end of that. Still part of Scotland, I'm sure, but we're crossing from, this is the North Sea. We're crossing over, the next sea it'll be the North Atlantic is what it's going to be, what we're getting ready to go into. So it might get a little rough once we get over that side.
Generally speaking, where two bodies of water meet, it's very rough.
So North Atlantic's known for being
rough on its
rough
own.
as well. Yeah, North Sea and North Atlantic. So that's what I wasn't sure when I was looking at the map. I wasn't sure if we were going to go all up high and to go around those islands, or cut through this passage here. So we're cutting through the passage.
So Lynn's asking or saying she would go to Antarctica, but the Drake passage makes her nervous. How did you manage it? So
we did okay.
You had the patches.
The patches are fantastic. The scopolamine patches. If you're taking a cruise and are worried about seasickness, talk to your doctor, get some, take them with you. Each patch is good for 3 days. You put it on, leave it on. Be careful when you take a shower; it'll wash off. But they're fantastic.
And the other part of that is having a captain who kind of specializes in Arctic waters.
Yeah.
So Captain Stig.
Yeah, Captain Stig took us down and back. Of course, we crossed down to go to, and then we came back.
Yeah.
So. There's Captain Stig. Let me see what he's saying.
Anyway, night watch duty. So for those of you who don't know, night watch is a passenger-led group of folks who do rounds outside to check for the aurora, and then whenever they find the aurora or see it, they make WhatsApp phone calls and tell everybody else so that we know where to go. So my night watch duty is over, but there are still folks that are doing it, and the leader of the group actually sent out a message this morning saying that for our current location, we have something like a 68% chance of seeing the aurora tonight. So I'm kind of excited about that. the last time they weren't super visible, and there's so much light pollution on the ship anyway. It's kind of frustrating, but that's where we're at. Captain Stig is doing an announcement right now, so Steve ran out to listen to what the announcement is. I'm guessing it probably has something to do with the route we're taking and the landmass that's coming up. So what was he talking about?
He was talking about what that on our port side, which is over there.
Yeah, we're on.
Yeah, he said that is the northernmost tip of Scotland.
Okay.
And then there's going to be an island just past it.
Okay.
That will be on our port side. And then on our right is, I can't remember what the name of the islands that he gave. There's going to be this first one with the lighthouse on it, and if we keep it on long enough, you'll be able to see it at some point. And then there's a second island, and he was talking about how we're supposed to have a really beautiful evening tonight, and telling everybody to be able to get out on the decks and enjoy the view.
How many captains are just Captain Stig, and I can't remember the other captain's name.
Shield, Captain Shield.
Shield.
Those are first names. I can't remember last names. And they're both Norwegian, so I don't know if I can pronounce it anyway.
Have you found the best outside spot for darkness on the ship? Helipad is normally closed at night. Yeah.
Yeah, it is, and it's hard to because they have everything so lit up.
Everywhere else.
Yeah, about the best place is going to be on the back.
Yeah.
Up on the little golf course, the mini golf. That's usually about the darkest that I've found.
Yeah. But that's where everybody goes, so it gets super crowded,
Yeah,
super fast.
it does. It's very crowded.
It is wild that people in Austin were able to see the aurora, but I know.
That's
that was
awesome.
so crazy.
That is awesome.
But huge solar activity.
Yeah. Truly amazing. But what else? What else? Yeah, Captain said that the current is pushing us along. I know they were cruising at about 20 knots is what they originally said.
Now?
But he said the current's pushing us along at about 22.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
we're
we're
at 22
going faster
knots.
than that. Fingers
22
crossed for you.
knots.
Thank you. I am really hoping we get to see the aurora tonight.
Yes. Thank you very much. So, but yeah, it's just been amazing. The sights we've gotten to see. I know, Leo, you were talking about the marine life.
Oh, yeah.
We're still wanting to see orcas.
You want to see orcas.
I want to see orcas.
Actually, from here, I'd be okay with seeing orcas.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to do anything to this
They
ship.
can't hurt this ship.
Yeah.
But, yeah. More dolphins, more orcas, more penguins.
Yep.
More regular whales. Other types of whales, too.
I'm seeing a lot of whitecaps out there. I think there's might be a reef running along out there. We see a line of whitecaps.
You're not paying attention to our audience.
I am. I was looking to tell them interesting things we're seeing. Sharing the journey.
Sharing the journey.
Yes.
See?
Oh, yeah.
Yep, go to Alaska for whales.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's for dinner?
We're going to Giovanni's for dinner tonight. So pasta and or steak. We'll see.
Yep. It's gonna be good.
I can't look up the menu right now because I'm using my phone for this.
Me too. Yeah, we're doing a simulcast.
Yep.
We're high technology.
So what's your favorite thing so far?
You've asked me that.
Yeah, I'm asking you that. What's your
You already have. What's your favorite thing?
about I'm not having to clean?
Yeah, well, that's always good. Yeah.
I would not mind retiring on a ship.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if tiramisu.
Tiramisu.
Sorry.
Love Giovanni. Yeah, it's really good.
Sorry, I had a thought and I just lost it. I'm going to try and get it back.
What you don't have to do on the ship, doing laundry, doing cleaning.
We do our
laundry. Yeah.
Because I'm particular about.
Well, it's also the washing they do here is industrial grade washing, so it's
super hot
water
and
and
throw everything in together.
Yeah, dried at high temperatures.
Thank you, Regina. Yeah, I'm retiring on a ship.
Yeah, yeah.
So, have you guys heard about Super Mario?
Yeah.
So, if you could retire on a ship, any region? Yeah.
Well, the thing about it is, you probably have to keep moving to different ships every now and then.
So you're still doing some time.
Yeah.
On land, which is okay because you kind of need that anyway. But so Super Mario, he's on Royal Caribbean. He he basically lives on ships. He does the exact same
Yeah.
what I'm talking about. And I wouldn't feel bad about copying him and doing the same thing.
Yeah. It's there again.
Especially,
You got foods provided.
yep,
At this point, we get
gym membership.
Gym membership.
Yeah.
As far as the drink package, you don't necessarily have to get the big one because we get at this point we get 5. If reaching pinnacle, we get 6
Mhm.
drinks, which usually alcoholic drinks, but
No, but that goes for the coffee
it goes for the coffee too and
or
all that.
sodas
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
the fresh squeezed orange juice.
Yep. Yep.
So it's nice to have that.
It is. It's very nice. But yeah, it'd be pretty cool. You got everything you need. Just kind of wander around. You don't have to go out and mingle around on the ship. You can stay in your room, sit on your balcony, and
Yep.
if you have a balcony, that
It's
is.
gonna be, well, if we were going to live on the ship, it would almost have to be an interior cabin
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
it would get super expensive.
Yeah.
I would rather do Super Mario than Villa V. So I haven't heard if I don't know if you're watching this, have you heard if Villa V has left yet? I heard that it was in the water, it passed
Ship
all the
hopping, the benefits
inspections,
are great.
and
Thanks, Sean.
anyway, and that the owners were on the ship, but it hadn't left yet. It's not sailing
Yep.
yet. So if anybody knows, let me know. I'm going to look it up later because
Lynn said they'd like to.
live on our ship too.
Yep.
It's nice. I like
It is. It is. And the lighthouse is coming. This is supposed to be a famous lighthouse. I can't remember what Captain Stig said the name was. It still hasn't quite gotten into view yet. But give us a few minutes. It'll be right out here.
I don't know how much you're going to be able to see.
It'll be out there. It's a white thing that's really tall on an island in the middle of blue stuff. They'll be able to see it.
A white lighthouse.
Yeah.
Interesting. Oh, we did have nice, gorgeous double rainbow earlier today. That was truly incredible. And I was late to the party because I wasn't checking my messages, so it was only half a rainbow by the time I got outside.
Yeah. It happens.
So basically, we're just kind of killing time
Yeah.
until
They're not quite yet. Not
Until
quite
that-
yet. It's still a little bit far
that thing comes into
over
view.
here. So yeah, let's give it a little bit.
So I just saw a
what-
huge jump in the number of people on. So I'm going to go ahead
cool.
and say,
Yeah.
Leah and
Welcome.
Steve, and we are on the Royal Caribbean 9-month Ultimate World Cruise,
Indeed, we are.
and we are in the middle of the North Sea.
Well, actually, we're kind of making a transit between. I forget what strait he said again. We're from the North Sea was back there to the North Atlantic, which is up here, on our way to Reykjavik.
Iceland.
Yeah. You missed your cue.
I did. My brain is
It's hard to
mush.
find good help these days.
Thanks for the love, guys. I really appreciate
We
it.
really do. Yeah, thanks.
Thank you.
We appreciate y'all being here. Oh,
Oh,
here he goes again.
it's going to be something about this lighthouse. I'm like, I don't even know if you can see that when it does come into view. I'm going to move this. Yeah. I think it's too far out, and it's also too white, and it's blending in with the clouds behind it. So I'm not sure that's going to be visible. Anyway, I do regret that we didn't get to see more marine life. That was kind of a shame, but mostly everything else has been pretty fabulous. My catchphrase is 10 out of 10 would do it again, assuming I can afford it. Oh, he's coming back now. What's the news?
Okay, so there's a little bit of a history lesson. Can we see the lighthouses?
I don't think that's.
Yeah, they'll just haven't come into view yet.
I twisted this to see if I could get it to show up, and unfortunately, let's see if I can reduce the exposure. Ooh, whoa.
What are you doing?
I'm reducing the exposure.
Hey, it's not nighttime. Don't worry.
Hold on. I'm trying to make the lighthouse more visible for you guys, but
It'd be
I don't.
nice if we could zoom on that.
I know.
But there's actually 2 lighthouses.
Can't be
On the
10 out of
island?
10.
I think it's still out of view. There's 2 lighthouses on the island. The shorter one was the original one. It was commissioned in 1790. And then it was damaged during World War II. So after the war, they built the second taller one. So that's the history he was talking about.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's going to be visible.
Slide to your right. I'm looking. I'm not looking at y'all people. I'm looking, trying to see on the screen.
Everybody's really fascinated by your nose now. Anyway, I will definitely get out of the way if I think it's showing up in the back, but I don't think it's going to.
This still won't zoom, will it? It will. No, it's just. I can zoom in with the YouTube side. I don't know if you can do it on yours.
I don't know that I want to. Let's see. Yeah.
Yeah, you can. There you go. Learn something new every day, folks.
But where is it? Oh, see, that's the landmass.
Let me see. It's right there. Okay, y'all can barely see it on YouTube side. There's a tall one and a short one. The short one was commissioned in 1790.
When he moves,
Damaged during World War II, and the tall one was built after World War II. There's that. Okay, so we'll get this back to normal.
Are you gonna do this one then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, and people on TikTok. No, I don't want to do that.
He broke my phone.
How do you get it back to?
I have no clue.
Oh, uh-oh. Did I just lose him? You do that TikTok stuff. I don't know it.
I don't know what you did.
Me neither.
There we go. Okay.
Okay. Let's see.
You broke my
Right
phone.
back there.
It'd be great if the ship could stream the captain's announcement.
They're right there. It's the tall one and the short one you heard me talking about. The short one was the original commission 1790, and the tall one was built after World War II because the first one had gotten damaged in the war. There you go.
So if you could do that, you could just flip the channel or turn the TV on to hear the captain's announcements.
Okay. We're back.
Need the mappy thing.
Need the mappy thing. Yeah,
need the mappy thing.
Mappy thing like Bobby does. That's awesome.
Anyway, so we're about at our 1 hour mark.
Yep.
So we
We
have
are.
to go get ready for dinner and
We
do a
do,
couple of
we
other
do.
things.
Yep.
To redo these.
Yeah, you do.
There we go. Brighten it up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, thanks everybody for joining.
Thank you.
Always happy
We're
to
glad
answer your
y'all been here.
questions.
Glad we could educate y'all a little bit more today.
And wish us luck for
Yep.
seeing the aurora tonight, please.
Yes, that would be awesome.
I would love
would
to
be
get
awesome.
some video.
Which we all kind of figured, as long as it's not, we got some clouds out there.
67% chance of seeing the aurora tonight.
Hopefully it clears off overnight and we can see them. So that would be nice. Very, very, very cool.
Everybody else have a fabulous day.
Yeah.
Thank you for being with us today.
Yes. Thanks for the love.
And
Thanks for being with us.
Absolutely all the love. Much
We
appreciated.
enjoy y'all being here. Hopefully as much as y'all enjoy watching. Just us to be goofy. So
Freezing. Bye.
love y'all. Mean it. Adios, amigos.